rather than unfavorable. Heidi gave me kind of the easy answer for this particular one. She gave, excuse me, she gave me this comparison, the comparison that you don't prefer, actually, if I'm understanding, which is, the number on the left is smaller than the number on the right, therefore this is an $8,000 favorable variance. What would be the other way to make this determination? We'd compare what changed, standard cost or quantity?
The quantity.
Quantity changed. So we're comparing those two numbers. What's the? Does anybody have the product of 4 times 25,250?
Yeah.
How much? 101. Okay. So we're comparing 100,000 to 101,000. Is that standard was more than budgeted. So here we have a little bit different than how we've made the comparison before. We budgeted for 100,000 direct labor hours, and we actually used 101,000 direct labor hours. Is that good or bad? That's a good question, apparently.
What would you say? I was writing.
We're comparing 100,000 direct labor hours budgeted to 101,000 direct labor hours used at standard. Why is it good? So that sounds bad.
You got more units out
Sounds
of what
good if
you
you're going to use less than what the standard is.
But the budgeted, which is more close to reality, budget or standard? The standard, I mean, it's an awkward way to ask that question, but the standard's closer to reality than the budget because the budget's entirely estimated information, budgeted quantity, budgeted cost. The standard includes an actual number, and not just an actual real number, but a number that represents what actually occurred, which is actual units of production. And so standard is actually, unfortunately, it's because these words all have multiple meanings, but it's closer to reality than is the budget, just by virtue of the fact that it's got actual number of units produced as part of the calculation. Therefore, it's a little closer to what really happened in the budget. Does that make sense, Brandon? Yeah. You could probably say it better than me, though. No? Because I know I'm using a lot of words. I don't want to listen to this tape because I'm not explaining it with kind of concisely.
Okay, but I'm confused because I would think that at least in total it would be an unfavorable situation because if you're looking at the T account, the actual is not equal to the applied and you want to be as close as possible.
Are we over-applied or under-applied? Is over-applied good or bad? What had to have happened for us? See, you're suggesting both are bad. Well, your logic was both are bad.
You want to be close.
Yeah, but which one's, if you had to choose, which one's better?
Over-applied.
Why?
Because that reduces your cost of goods sold.
You estimated more than you actually used.
We actually, did we produce more units or less units than we expected to? More. Is that good or bad? Good. That means apparently we did something right. If assuming everything's operating normally, we did things right, people bought more of them than we expected to. If people are buying more of our product than we're expecting to, are we happy or sad?
Definitely happy making more.
I hope you're happy. Right? If people are buying more than you expect them to, you expected them to, you should be happy. Therefore, this is a favorable variance because we produced more than we expected to. And it's easiest to think about it in terms of units. So actually, the comparison that I'm really making is we budgeted to make and sell 25,000 units. We actually made and presumably sold 250 more units. Therefore, this is favorable. Does that make sense? This means yes. This means no. And then Pamela's got I don't know down. Questions, comments, concerns, random thoughts? Have a good weekend.
calculate the whole difference on these.
Oh, sorry. Did you turn it off? Please leave it on. We're not quite done. We got to calculate a total. Same old, same old. Now we're done. Now we're done.
So you can't calculate a total.
Yes, we just did. Please. Can I watch?